flip your phones, guys. You can see the whole thing, and it's a full screen.
Sideways here?
Yeah.
Whoa.
See?
Okay, now I see it all.
That's better. See the little lag, Anthony.
Well, it doesn't want to seem to load there, so I'll do it on
Guess
here.
we're going to have to cancel.
All right, there it's loading up now. Okay, yeah, everything looks correct the way it's supposed to. That's what they say whenever, because I'm using a virtual cam, and
so it's backwards.
Yeah, the way that I see it being presented, it's flipped completely backwards. It's like where it says metal radio instead.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it's like it's backwards. But the way the whole thing looks in a whole, it shows up the way it's supposed to.
Okay, that's fine then.
And that's what they say, that the view basically the view is the way it's in normal view for anybody that tunes in and watches, the way that they see it when it's in virtual camera, but I see everything flipped backwards.
Okay.
Yeah,
it looks right now.
But yeah, if there's anything like in particular that you guys want to bring up, like, you know, I'll let you know that I would like to know as we play, you know, each song from the EP. You know, I'd like to know, you know, who wrote lyrics, who wrote music, you know, how did you guys collaborate to, you know, work this song out? What was the inspiration for the song? You know, I mean, you can get as personal as you want to. You can share what
I was going to say it's a pretty personal
willing.
record, but
yeah, I mean, and that's why you guys share what you feel comfortable sharing.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to get into like details, but you know, like a lot of songs, you know, they're written about relationships, and usually they're bad, and that inspires a lot of good music. Unfortunately,
it does.
The suffering of people inspires good music, and it's kind of fucked up, but you know, like some of the best metal bands out there, they wrote and performed all their best shit when they were all fucked up on drugs and in the darkest part of their life.
Definitely.
Pantera. Yeah.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, they wrote all their best shit when they were completely in the darkest part of their life.
Yeah.
And then when they get clean, you can tell the difference. Now all of a sudden,
yeah, the music's not as good. It's
they're happy-go-lucky. It's lost the angry vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, this is what I was really looking to do, is to make sure that everything would be okay. It would line up in there. I'm gonna set up on the background, or probably over in the little window. It's already gonna have your guys' album cover on there.
Okay.
And I may, if you guys don't mind, the one video I seen on, I think you got it on Facebook and on Twitter, where it shows a little bit of you guys like jamming out, I guess, when you were recording this.
Yeah, that's cool. We can
like play that. And
yeah, next time, I think on the next record, we're gonna have like a full docu-series. But
cool. And just so I know, did you guys like record that in like one of your guys' rooms?
It is in my house. My dad has a studio, and I ended up building like a separate studio in that room and recorded everything there.
Okay. And see, that's what I like. It's like I mainly started this radio program to ultimately what I want to do is I want to feature nothing but independent artists, people that aren't signed with anybody, that are out there grinding away, and you know, they're trying to make it. And
Anthony told me something about you interviewing Ice Nine Kills or something in the future.
Yeah, I gotta wait till they get off tour. They just started another tour.
That's crazy. Like, that blew my mind when he told me that. I was like, we're gonna be on the same station as those guys. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like Richard, he is their special effects guy for Ice Nine Kills. He comes in the channel a lot.
Really? How many viewers do you usually get, like, exposure wise?
I mean, during a program, I'll end up with something like 30 something overall viewers. Like I did a little bit of promo and networking for this interview. I'm hoping that it draws in more traffic. And, you know, at any given time, if any of you ever want to, you know, jump in on the stream, we can always set up on Discord. You guys can jump on there and you guys can do like, we'll take like a half an hour and you guys can pick, you know, what music we play for the next half an hour. It could be bands that inspire you guys. It'll give you guys the opportunity to get further exposure. Because
Cool.
Usually HeadBanger HangOver on Sunday is pretty good for people showing up and hanging out during that.
Well, it makes sense. It's the weekend too.
Yeah. And, you know, that's why I wanted you guys to come on at noon. So that way it's not like 10 a.m. because for some people, you know, they might be 2 to 3 hours behind. And that's like 6 in the morning. So at noon, usually that catches people when they're waking up. And I've got some loyal ones that they're there every time I stream. And quite a few of them's already looking forward to you guys being on there, like Caper.
Snappy.
Who?
I think Snappy.
Yeah. Snappy. You got Metal Goddess. McLovin. He's looking forward to it.
McLovin. Oh, Tanner. I forgot to tell you today, but one of my friends, he sends me a video. He's in Zoomies, and he's like, I got them to play it on the speakers. So I was like, what the hell?
That's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to write out your answers, how you want to answer certain things, or
I think we're just gonna wing it. We're not that prepared for anything.
Oh shit! What are you drinking?
Black.
Jim.
I think it's just regular Jim Beam.
Yeah, it's a classic.
I'm drinking water.
I never. Oh, this is new for me.
I'm drinking Rogue Energy.
Energy drinks, dude. What time is it there anyway? Is it noon?
It's like 7.
Nah, here it's almost 20 after 8, or 20 after 9 rather.
Okay, so yeah, you're in the same time zone as us. Okay.
Yeah, Eastern.
Yep.
Makes sense.
It's probably like 10-hour drive then.
Right around there. I mean, depending upon what part of New York, it's like when I used to drive and deliver sound and lighting equipment, and I went to New York like twice, but it was up around
Jordan, you look so uncomfortable.
I got the.
He's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be comfortable with this. Everybody can see you.
Freaking the hell out. Really.
I'm not. I'm excited. I feel like I'm more excited than nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous, but after talking to you for a little bit, I'm a little less nervous.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to be nervous about. You guys just be you.
Mm-hmm.
We're not expecting.
That's what I'm nervous about.
We're not expecting anything else than just be yourself. If you want to joke around, do shit like that, you do what you do.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. We're a bunch of goofballs. It's probably not gonna be. It'll be serious at times, but we're definitely gonna joke around a little bit. It just happens.
Yeah, our music doesn't really reflect who we are when we get together.
Yeah. It's amazing we get anything done. I think we've kind of proven that when there's more than one of us, like extra in the studio, it's just chaos.
But it's also nice because we have other people's inputs too. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That part is great. I feel like it's just gonna take us like a session or two to get used to the chaos of it.
Yeah. We're already answering interview questions. We're not even being interviewed, guys.
Dude, it's all right. me and this guy, we had a conversation. It was like almost 3 hours long one morning
Really?
over the phone. We just talked about life and music. It's pretty good.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, if you guys have upcoming project coming up, you guys can, announce that. And as well as you guys, like I said, at any time, if you guys just happen to tune on and you got time and you want to jump on and, we'll do a little 30-minute break to where you guys can basically take control and pick what songs we're going to play by what bands. And
like a guest host,
yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put our record on repeat for 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good idea. If you can get more people, like, I know you like just started not too long ago, and we really appreciate you having us on here and doing this, because not only is it helping us, I feel like this could also potentially help you as well. Hopefully we can do our part and get you some of the recognition as well that you're doing for us.
Well, like personally, it's like if this does kick off and this channel does good where it's profitable, I'm going to donate half the money that's taken in after the first 500 that I make on this channel. I'm going to donate half of it's automatically going to a charity, and probably 3/4 of it.
Wow. Awesome. That's
so
awesome.
Like if I made $500, 3/4 of that's going to charity, and it'll be a charity for kids. I'm not going to do any other charities but ones that benefit kids. It could be, donating the money to St. Jude or Riley Hospital for Children, or, I'm not donating to the Ronald McDonald House because they got more than enough money.
Yeah, definitely.
Tanner, that actually reminds me, not to cut you off, but before I forget, we should at some point in the future, if we ever get to this point, hopefully we do, we should do like a charity concert for muscular dystrophy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. And I mean, you guys could even do a web show if you wanted. Like if you guys get the opportunity to all get together and you can start jamming,
Yeah, we've talked about stuff like that. We're gonna,
even just podcasts, like us sitting down and just talking. People honestly like to do that sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's like, especially once you guys actually get out to start playing shows and shit.
Yeah, that's not gonna be for a while. We need material first, and to get all the gear. The gear's
and like
ridiculous.
$8,000 worth of gear.
Yeah.
So my parents, my grandma, and my aunt, they're like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I was like, "Money for music gear and tattoos."
Money for music gear and tattoos.
Oh, what just happened?
Oh, yeah, it's still live. I forgot to turn off the live, but
we just been talking this whole time.
We're having a podcast, I guess.
But yeah, that's McLovin.
What's up, McLovin?
He's in there. What's up?
Yeah, he's a cool dude. I've known him for a while now. I met him when I streamed on Mixer.
Oh, really?
Oh, so I saw that you got what's it called? You got associate the other day, right? Because I remember before you didn't have like donations and stuff, but I popped in one morning and I saw it.
Oh, affiliate? Yeah. I got it. I made affiliate.
It took good job on that, by the way.
It took me 3 weeks.
Honestly.
It was like I was streaming before that, but I was gaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting here like, man, I'm just one of amongst tens of thousands of gamers on Twitch. It's the largest one, so the amount of gamers is like tripled compared to what it was on Mixer.
Right.
Yeah, so like doing something different is bound to get you a little more attention.
Absolutely. And the thing is like with gaming, you have to be either A, really good, or B, really entertaining.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm neither. I am neither.
It's okay, me neither.
So
I feel like I can be entertaining. I just have to have I have to have my crutches there. An example, Jordan Tanner, because if I'm streaming alone, half the time I don't know what to say. I just sit there.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how those people like stream for hours and just talk to themselves. Like, it's incredible.
Like, I can talk to people in chat, I can talk to my friends, but I cannot talk to myself.
Yeah, see, I've actually, like, from streaming on Mixer, there was like probably 2 months on there that I had 0 viewers, but I'm talking like I've got like 30 or 40 people watching.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, and so like
It's awkward. It's really awkward. You're like, I'm just talking to nobody right now.
yep. But you got to pretend that you got a whole lobby full of people watching you, chatting it up, and yeah. So talking to myself, I'm cool with that. I even argue with myself sometimes, like, what the fuck are you doing? But
Actually, a couple times. There's been a point where I get so frustrated that I literally like just yell at myself.
I think this is called schizophrenia.
People yelling at you when they're not there.
Yeah, right.
well, that's true. Yeah, it'd be multiple personality. I think that might be the closest.
Yeah.
Which, if
Have you ever
that's
seen
the case, I'm probably working with about 40 or 50 different personalities.
I think it's Split. That movie with the dude with multiple personalities. I watched that for the first time the other day. It was actually really good.
Oh yeah, Professor Xavier from the new X-Men.
Yeah, I want to hear you. You should be at the house.
Oh yeah, is he?
Yeah, he's
I didn't even know
I don't
that.
remember his name, but he's awesome. He's a really good actor.
Really good actor. To be able to pull something off like that is amazing.
Yeah, it's like the original Norman Bates, but with like 3 other personalities.
Yeah.
The original Norman Bates.
I like how they added one in there that was like a little kid. That was a really cool perspective to it.
Yeah.
I know it's not something, but
Yeah, like, and we can talk about other stuff that's even, off of the music path. Like, it could be like, I might ask you guys, what's your favorite horror movie? And
Oh, I gotta think about that.
I already know. It's
Don't answer it.
Wait.
Dave.
I will. I'll wait.
now he's not so sure which one it is.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to think about this overnight.
Yeah,
Just
it's
that one
like,
question.
But I can't
Just have
say
nothing else.
I will say that one of my favorite ones, but it's only for one scene out of it. It's Jason goes to, I think, Manhattan or New York City. I can't remember the title. But
Yeah, Jason Takes Manhattan.
yeah, that one. When there's the bums or these random dudes are just sitting there jamming out on the street, and he just walks up and just punts the jukebox. It's my favorite.
It's so
like,
funny, dude. He kicks it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, what the hell? And he just turns around and he just lifts his mask up.
Yeah, just walks away.
Dude, I don't like that movie very much. I only like that scene and the scene where he punches the dude's head off. Like literally just his head's gone. His head just flies
Yeah,
away.
that one was funny. Have you ever seen The Patriot?
yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
My
Eighth
favorite
grade.
scene from that is the cannonball scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember that from like 8th grade history.
Yeah, Miss Whitney.
Yeah, I was like, what? Why are we watching this right now?
Miss Whitney used to make me very furious, okay? Because we had like all the popular kids in our class, and they would sit there in the corner and talk the whole time, and me and my friends would like whisper, and we got detention every single time.
She was the first teacher to ever give me detention, actually.
Same. First and only.
I mean, I deserved it, though. I tackled my friend off a chair in the middle of class.
Somebody tampon at me in that class, and it bounced off my head, and my friend picks it up and goes, "What is this, a little rocket? Do you pull the string to let it go?" Please.
And see, this is stuff that, you guys can just openly talk.
Yeah. I mean, we've been talking for like what, over a year now. So, I mean, pretty consistently. Yeah. Jordan and I have been friends since we were like 7 years old. So,
yeah, I met Tanner in my art class, and we weren't
close. We weren't friends at all.
We weren't close. I'd say we were like friends or like associates. We like always would make jokes with each other and stuff, but never really.
Yeah, I just like we're dorky.
Yeah, I always kind of felt bad for you because everybody singled you out, and I know exactly.
Oh, bad, dude! It was so bad. People do it to this day just because my reactions are funny. Jordan does it all the time.
Beautiful.
Huh? I couldn't hear what you said, man.
Yeah,
For like 7 told you heavy metal, and you just you lost your mind.
No, dude, we were like 15. It was in my. I was like 13, I think. You showed me Attila. That was the first thing you ever showed me, and then you showed me. In Heart's Wake. It was Survival by In Heart's Wake, and I was like, I love this.
So, actually, the first actually metal song I ever actually listened to was Master of Puppets, and I was like 16, and that was when I got into metal. I used to not really like metal before that. I listened to it on the radio, but I would only listen to rap. Then I heard Master of Puppets, and then I saw Slayer live, and I was like, okay, I'm missing something here.
Now, see, that all that right there. That's good stuff to talk about during the interview.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. We've just taken up like an hour of your time just talking.
Oh, shit, man. This is This is all that I do now. I'm retired. I retired 5 years ago.
You're old enough to retire? You don't look that old at all.
I'm 53.
You retired at 48? I'm terrible at math.
I retired early. I mean, kind of forced retirement. I retired. I was going to retire at 55, but I got a spinal condition due to the work that I did, either from the sound and lighting business or from
lifting,
running my flooring business, and carrying 12 by 32 foot rolls of rug on your back up flights of steps for 30 something years. That shit tore my back up.
Yeah, man. That's shitty. We were talking about the doing like a charity concert for muscular dystrophy earlier because I have muscular dystrophy. It's in my family, and it's not something I've even really publicly stated. So
and I mean, anything you guys would like to share, and it's like we're doing live shows, it's really not that expensive to rent the equipment for a night. It really is.
It's true. But I think we'd like to have it and learn how to use it. I think that's our biggest thing, and be able to take it with us and know our system anywhere.
Oh yeah, that's why
our big thing is we don't want to flop live because, I mean, granted, the internet is a beautiful thing, right? These days, it's a beautiful thing, and it's also a curse because you have access to thousands of great concerts, but then also thousands of terrible concerts. We don't want to be one of those people that sound amazing, but then when you see them live, you're disappointed.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that's where if you got somebody that can run your sound, or if you have access to the venue, if they have a digital board, you can have somebody already pre-program how every song is set up on the board and just have it on a flash drive. And then that way, when you go to a venue, if you have somebody that can run sound for you, just have them go up there and they put that in there, and all the dials and sliders start going nuts, and then it gets lined up. And as you play each song, they can cycle to the next. And
right.
That could run everything from the lights to, the microphones to, the guitars. If a solo comes up and you want a little bit more volume on the guitar, then, you can amplify it during the solo when it comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Anthony and I we're talking about having one of his friends do something like that for us from college. Because what were we talking about? No, we were talking about we don't have a manager, so that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, and what were you saying, Jordan?
Anybody. We can't even find, barely finding a drummer right now.
Yeah, we just found a drummer 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
He's also going back to the drummer. He's very the way he plays is very technical. He's not flashy, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I just he's got it. He's just his priorities is playing the drums, and he does that.
Mm-hmm.
And that could change, if you guys start rehearsing, how you would perform a show. He might become more relaxed and more into it. And then he could totally change when you guys play your first show, because especially if you have people there that know the lyrics to your song and shit, it's you'll become addicted to that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that we our big thing right now is, like I said earlier, just having enough music to be able to play 40 minutes if we had to.
Yeah.
And having every song be good. So we'd have to practice them all, and
Well, see, that's
so it's
where
gonna be a while before we
like
even
it-
play shows.
like you guys got 5 songs right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Now,
another thing.
if you went to play a show, and let's say you were an opening act,
Yeah, we'd be playing 5 songs.
yeah, you're going to be 4 to 5 songs, and
Right.
if you wanted, if it's going to go over that, if they're like, we need you to go, at least another song, then you guys could, rehearse a cover that is kind of like party atmospheric fun music, and use that to get the crowd a little bit more hyped, because that's something that they'll remember about you guys, other than hearing your originals, is what you did when you played the cover to, like, say you played Happy Trails from Van Halen, and you guys all got together and you was doing like that line girl dance bullshit. I forgot what they called them girls, but just it's just little things that people will notice when you do your show that stand out amongst others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were definitely talking about throwing some covers in there because, like, especially at our level, like, people aren't gonna know who we are. We just play a bunch of original songs nobody's gonna even remember.
Yeah.
So, like, we'd like to have a couple songs in there to keep people's attention for the span of 6 songs.
Yeah.
So, you know how it's not to give too much away, but we're kind of like dipping our toes into EDM waters here with some of this past material. What if we did like a really popular just EDM party song and made it metal?
We mean like LMFAO or something.
Like that, or Pitbull or something. I don't know, man.
Pitbull, I'd rather die.
You don't have to do Pitbull.
Mexican lines.
I didn't hear a word you said except for Mexican lines.
I can scream some Pitbull lines.
I mean,
Dude,
it's like how you got.
I would kill just hear you screaming Mexican, dude. It would be so bad.
I listen to a lot.
It's like you got some bands that I forgot what their name is, but they do a song, Mr. Grinch, and it's badass. Now some of their regular stuff I don't like, but that Mr. Grinch, that is like the most badass Christmas song I've heard, and I play it every year now at Christmas time.
Are you talking about the Jared Dines thing?
No, it's not Jared Dines. No, not him.
No.
Nah, it's like you can type it in, and the guy literally, I think he's playing bass, the lead singer. He's playing bass, and his voice is deep. He's like, "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch." I mean, he's got that deep vocal voice,
right.
And it's bad as hell. And like my kids, when they come over, my daughter, she'll been like, "Do you know that my boy went home and he started singing that, like, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch?" And she's like, that's all he kept doing, and he was throwing up the horn. She goes, "I don't want him into that heavy metal music." And it's just like, you can't stop what he's going to get into.
Yeah.
If he likes it and it makes him happy, let him listen to it.
Exactly.
I just like love the reactions I get from people sometimes when I'm driving down the road with my windows down and I'm blasting like Traders at full volume, and they're just scared.
Especially where we live, dude. Like, we're in the middle of nowhere, and it's just this tiny little mining town. Like, nobody's ever listened to anything that isn't on like country music radio.
Yeah, it's literally country. It's either your country or a wannabe gangster, and there's no in between.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you're both.
Well, that means you guys broke the mold then, because
Absolutely.
obviously there's
Like,
people into other music than country, or
yeah, I mean, there's it's mostly people in our age group that listen to the kind of music that we do. But
Yeah.
And
like,
very few.
yeah,
I mean, it's like when I was testing the waters with the radio program, I did the rap, the hip hop, I did the, pop music and rock music, and the one that drew everybody was metal.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And it was like my mom, when I growing up, I was never limited to what I could listen to. I could listen to anything I wanted to, regardless of the lyrics. She let me listen to whatever. And the very first band I ever heard that was really heavy metal, which was actually death metal back then, it was Slayer off the Show No Mercy tour. I went and I seen them perform live at the Sherwood on the South Side. Do what?
Their first album?
Yeah, Show No Mercy.
That's amazing, dude.
And when I heard them, I was like fucking blown away. I'd never seen anything like that. I never even heard music that was like that, that was that fast, that aggressive, and dudes up there just screaming. And it was like, I got into it. My mom hated it.
Most of our first concerts and metal experiences were with Slayer.
Yeah, and I mean, ever since then, it was like metal is my go-to music, but I listen to everything from, I prefer old school rap or some of the independent rap artists nowadays.
Yeah, same.
I'm not into that mumble rap bullshit.
No.
Yeah, I really like
Post Malone. Rap. That's like for modern rap for me is Post. That's it.
Yeah.
I like Post.
But it's like anything from jazz, blues. I listen to some country.
I hate saying this, but like I grew up listening to country music with my mom, like hardcore, like country music all day. And then like my dad listens to like everything. So like I don't know. I didn't end up even getting into metal music until like I was 14 with In Heart's Wake and Attila. Unfortunately, I think the heaviest thing I'd ever heard before that was like Limp Bizkit, because that was the only thing my mom listened to that was even remotely heavy.
You want to know what's funny, Tanner?
What?
When I was a baby, you know, like anywhere between 1 to 5, 6 years old, my dad would drive around and only listen to fucking Limp Bizkit, and it was mostly that chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. So
I'm sorry.
I went back and I listened to that album the other day, and I was like, why do I know the lyrics to the song? I've never heard it. Why? And then it clicked in my head that that's what my dad used to listen to all the time. And I like Limp Bizkit, really.
My dad listens. When I was younger, he listened to like 3 Days Grace and Paramore. He listened to Paramore and Demi Lovato.
So much.
Paramore's amazing. Like I don't know if you noticed, but Paramore's a huge influence for all of us.
Absolutely.
And see, that's things that, you know, we want to know. We want to know what was your biggest influence on the style that you chose. And
I got a list.
It's like whenever I talk about you guys, I give you guys props because you're doing everything yourself. You're not like, it's not like you're going to a studio and you got some professional sound man in there who's working magic on the board. You know, you guys are doing this shit yourself. And it's not an easy road that you guys chose. It's you know, to make it in the business, you'll go through hardship and fucking eating fucking, you know, like Wish sandwiches, 2 slices of bread with some condiments on it. I mean, it does. It gets rough. It gets rough out on the road.
Yeah, I'm I think that's another thing is our expectations aren't high at all. We're kind of just doing this because we enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Like we have no like preconceived notions of, you know, blowing up or anything. So, I mean, if we do, that'd be amazing. But like,
yeah, you know, and don't get us wrong. Like, it's not like that's not our passion. Like, absolutely, we would love to do this full time. Mm-hmm. Music is literally, I would say, all 3 of our passions. I know me personally, I'm in college right now, and I'm like holding on to not dropping out because I know that I already have 1 degree under my belt, but I should get the second one while I'm here and while I'm young. And if we blow up, then I don't have to worry about it. But if we don't, then I'll at least have the fallback.
Yeah, I got a job right out of high school, and Jordan never left.
Jordan's kind of like the quiet one over there.
Yeah, it's just so weird because in person he's like the loudest of all of us.
Heck, dude, I'm trying to say. Don't want to give too much yet.
Yeah.
Saving some of that energy for tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
he has so much energy.
I'm gonna get dressed up and stuff. Show my personality.
One of those.
And thank you, Caper. That's good to know that you can You see everybody clearly and you hear everybody good.
Yeah.
Right on. And
Well, so around what 11:45 tomorrow, you're gonna call us?
yeah, I mean, you guys are free to jump in anytime you want, chime in on the chat, and you know,
Yeah, I'll probably
about
be in as
about
soon as I
15
wake
minutes before noon. That's when I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start getting all this set up, so
Okay.
that way when we go live, it's already all there. And if anybody's having any connection issues, hopefully we can work those out prior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it on my laptop with my HD webcam and like a pair of headphones so everybody can hear me properly and whatnot. But if it doesn't work, I'll just use my phone.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're on your phone now, it's working good.
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you fine. The only one I'm having really
Yeah.
any issues with is Jordan, but I'm not sure why. Like hearing him sometimes.
I had the phone like set up on the table, so it was blocking the voice.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you good now.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys want to have your new drummer on or not. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. If you did,
Yeah, I think we were planning on just having the three of us on because we were the ones who basically did the record.
okay.
Right, and for sure, because
Yeah.
I don't know if we mentioned it or not before, but we do actually have a guitarist, but he doesn't. He said he's not feeling well, and he doesn't really feel like he has much to add. But it's not like we don't want him here or anything like that.
Right. And I mean, you guys can make mention of the other band members that aren't there, let them know who they are, what their role in the band is. And, but I do agree. You guys are the ones that put in the work for the album or, well, your EP. And, you guys are the ones that should be representing it. And you can make mention of the other guys. And then later down the road, I would definitely like to do a follow-up interview with you guys as well.
Yeah, we're hoping to have another record out maybe in the next year and a half, like a full length.
Yeah, hopefully a full length.
So we're looking forward to that.
And if there's any way you guys can make little videos, and it could just be snippets of like how you was making that one video that showed where you guys were doing the recording of it.
Yeah, like I said, we're definitely going to do more stuff like that. I wanted to do more, but it just it was so hard to get together with COVID and everything.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like one of those things like, last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how, I'd say any contribution I really ever had to most of the writing was over FaceTime.
Yeah.
Aside from actually writing and playing the bass, most of that was done in person, but Tanner would call me, ask me what I thought. I'd be like, maybe try a different synth or I don't know, just stuff like that. It's just cool that you can actually contribute to writing music even if you're not there.
Right. Yeah, there's pluses and minuses to all this new fandangled technology shit.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to to work remotely entirely, record a record that way. I feel like it's definitely better to have everybody in the studio together, or at least, when they're recording. Because it's just, I don't know. I feel like you'd be more productive that way. I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to say tomorrow. I've already said everything.
You can just repeat yourself.
We got so much more to cover. We haven't
we haven't even really talked about the songs themselves. So
yeah, I mean, it'll still be what brought you guys together? How did you guys meet? Kind of how you was telling me about how you guys met one another. You and Jordan were kind of best friends, and then you knew Anthony wasn't really friends to start out with, but now look where you guys are at.
Now we cuddle every night.
And I personally believe that you guys got the talent to make it. It's just a matter of what you guys are going to put into it to pursue that. And I understand, and I understand the whole thing about wanting to get familiar with the equipment and all that, and I definitely understand the aspect of you guys having other jobs to make sure you're covering the bills, because right now music wouldn't cover the bills. No. But a good way for you guys a good way for you guys to get going. You know, you could rent, and you don't have to have a lot of equipment that you rent. If you guys got your amps, you got your amps. Your drummer has his kit, he's got the kits. It would be, you know, you mic up the kit, you mic up the amps, maybe a little bit of lighting. Doesn't have to be a lot of lighting. You might end up spending.
I didn't even think about lights, honestly. Like that never even crossed my mind.
Yeah, so that's another thing that I kind of wanted to mention, but I'd never really brought it up before. We gotta like think of things to do, like not only making sure the music is good to play and making sure the music sounds good live, but
also being entertaining when we're not playing.
Right, like we gotta have presentation, like maybe little like synth like background noise in between songs, so it's not just dead quiet while you're up there like trying to talk or something. Like stuff like Slipknot does is pretty cool in my opinion. Like these days, with some of their newer stuff.
Yeah, you definitely got to have one of you is going to have to be the hype man. So in between songs, you know,
you see Jordan smile. He's like, "That's gonna be me."
Yeah. Crowd participation is the way to win people over. I'd say don't just go up there and play the show and walk away. Like try to make a connection with the crowd.
Yeah, you have to.
Why don't
if you
you
don't
be the
connect
front
with them, all you had was people that was just there to watch one band. They had to go through you to watch the other band. You want them to remember you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've been to a couple concerts. It was like my first concert ever. Actually, there's this band called Widowmaker, and I'm not like, I'm not like shitting on them or anything because their music was good, but like the show, it was just like you could tell that they weren't very well versed in that, and it was just kind of like, okay, oh, he's gone.
I should be back.
No, you're good.
I was trying to get Tanner's back up without having to like exit out and come back in.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how. It doesn't really have a refresh on this shit. At least as far as what I've seen. I could be wrong.
Anthony's just gone. He's been gone.
Oh. Get that poopy college connection, bud.
I got like 2 bars of service. I don't know why it's not working.
Because you don't have Wi-Fi.
I do. It's just shite right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say, Anthony, don't drink too much of that Beam tonight. Be ready for tomorrow. I know the college life can sometimes, get to you.
I don't drink much, so 1 or 2. Just I feel a little buzz, and then I don't want to drink anymore because I'm like kind of floating already.
Floating.
See, I can still kill a fifth of tequila, and I'll be drunk, but I'm not like sloppy drunk. But let me drink like 5 beers, and I start to get sloppy drunk.
Oh yeah,
and it doesn't make no sense.
I've seen Jordan in some precarious situations.
I stopped drinking liquor as of like a week ago because I was drinking consistently. But I've noticed that I can drink liquor and do a bunch of shots and be fine, and then wake up, a little hungover. But when I had like 5 or 6 beers, I was absolutely fucked up.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, that's the way I was. When I was 27, I quit drinking because I killed a half gallon of Crown by myself and helped a buddy drink a fifth of Jack. And I drank, I don't know how many Heinekens, probably about 13, 14 Heinekens. And I drove everybody home. I drove myself home. And I woke up the next morning, I started thinking about what all I drank, and I was like, fuck that. It's like I didn't drink every day, but when I did drink, I drank in excess. And I was like, that's a form of alcoholism, so I'm going to stop.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's worse, honestly, drinking every day or like drinking a lot every couple days.
Right, like everything in moderation, though. Like if you have like 1 a day, I don't think that's going to kill you,
Drinking is just, in general, just terrible.
Yeah, I don't drink ever unless I'm like with people. So
this past week it's just been, I'm like, holy fuck. I'm glad I stopped drinking because I felt like dog shit the first 2 days.
Yeah, man, you've been drinking consistently for like 3 years now.
Yeah, I was in that party mode, and then now I got a kid, fiance, buying a house. And I'm like, I should just probably stop.
That's just called being responsible.
Yeah. No, yeah,
He's growing up. Look at him.
I know. Yeah, I'm
He
growing.
shaved the beard and everything.
I know.
Dude.
Clean shaved. Feels weird.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Nice forehead.
You'll be all right.
But yeah, I can go ahead and let you guys go, so I'm not tying you up all night. I'll definitely.
This is fun.
I'm definitely
But
looking
fun.
forward to tomorrow.
Yep.
And like I said, you guys can chime in. I go live at 10 a.m. You guys are free to jump in whenever you want. But like a quarter till 12, that's when I'll get everything set up on Discord, so we'll be ready to go. And hopefully we don't have no issues to work out beforehand. It just goes smoothly. But you never know with technology.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again. So we will talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you guys. I mean,
yeah,
I appreciated it when Anthony jumped in and asked, if I would listen to and review and let you guys know what I thought about your debut EP. And, I will always keep it 100. I won't be rude if I don't like, but, I will always keep it 100. And
we love the criticism.
It's like,
We love it.
It's like I can hear in the lyrics that, there's deeper meaning behind it. And that's why I was telling you, you share what you feel comfortable sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Because, when you write a song that has personal, deep meaning to you, you may not want to share all the details. Like Jonathan Davis, a lot of the songs that he wrote in Korn, was about what he was dealing with his wife's mental condition. And, he didn't share a lot of that. And when he did was after her passing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think we'll just go pretty surface level, honestly.
Yeah.
No.
Alrighty.
I mean, the lyrics are pretty self-explanatory as it is.
Yeah, it's, like I said, you guys share what you feel comfortable sharing. I don't want you guys to feel uncomfortable, and I don't want the interview to become awkward. So, I'm never going to be the type that's going to ask those like questions that put you in an awkward situation. So even down the line in the future, when I interview you guys again, I'm never going to put nobody in those situations. Is like,
right.
I will always, if there's something that I want to ask you that I know that I've heard about that is kind of like a personal issue, I'll ask you beforehand, before the interview ever happens. Would you be willing to talk about this? If not, completely understand.
That's what makes you a good interviewer, though. I've noticed before, like when we talked over the phone, I knew that this was going to be a good interview because I've watched a lot of podcasts and interviews, and I don't think people like get together and talk before they have an interview. The interviewer just writes the questions, and then, like you said, it can become awkward if it gets personal, and that's definitely a good way to go about it.
Yeah, I'm not looking to put anybody in any type of situation they're not comfortable with.
Dude, my hair is so like it's almost white. What the hell? I keep looking at it down there, dude. It's so bright. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize my hair was this blonde.
I forgot my hair was this dark.
I'm gonna have to get in some different lighting. I look like
Voldemort, the boy who lives, has come.
I know Jordan when he was walking through that other room, it looked like the ceiling fan was like just right at his head.
I know, yeah.
I was waiting for you to kind of duck down or something.
I hit my head on my ceiling fan all the time.
I'm 5'8", I ain't tall, so.
I had a buddy before.
Michael,
We went to an Anthrax concert, and after the concert, we were back at his house and we were partying, and he's like, let's get a pit going, and he goes in the middle of his front room and he jumps up in the air. He jumped so high that he jumped up into the ceiling fan. It came around and broke his nose.
Oh my God.
It was funny as hell, though. It was funny as hell.
Yeah, in hindsight.
He's sitting there and he gets up. He doesn't even realize he's got blood gushing and shit. And he's like, fuck yeah. And he's sitting there and he's doing this and blood's just going everywhere. We're like, dude, you better chill. You got blood everywhere. And he had white cloth furniture too.
Oh man.
It had.
Dude,
it had
I'll never
some-
forget the night that Jordan face planted in the driveway. he ran outside to puke and it was all ice. And he just went down.
After that,
big welt on his forehead. What?
I said after that you started salting my driveway for me.
Tanner, I'll never forget the story you told me about getting in a car accident. That's all I'm gonna say.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one?
Mario.
No, I know which one you're talking about. You don't have to say it.
That's all I'm gonna say is Mario.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks. You just put that out there for the world.
They don't know the story.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Hey, just think, if you guys ever make it really big, Nardward will end up asking you those awkward questions, and you'll wonder, how the hell does he know that shit?
Yeah.
Like he watched an interview from us from like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude finds out like really personal shit. Like it could be from when you was a little kid, and it could be like, you know, you used to do some little weird thing, like you used to dance whenever some, you know, My Little Pony come on, and you would do the little My Pony dance. And Nardward will bring that up in his interviews and shit, and it freaks people out. Like, how the hell do you know that?
Yeah.
I think what he does, this is just my guess, I think he has to like call managers and family members and be like, hey, I'm gonna do an interview, but I want to kind of like make it a little funny. Can you tell me some personal things about them that you think they would be okay with being shared?
Well, some of the stuff that he finds out, it may be something that they did that, you know, it may have been him and one of his friends out, and they were at a party, and something happened at the party. And
yeah, he like was deep into it.
yeah, his interviews are kind of trippy. I like them. I like watching his interviews.
What's his name? I never heard of him.
Nardward.
He's that guy with the bushy hair, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got curly hair. Usually wears like that Scottish. I forgot what they call the cap, but yeah.
I got through this Rob Zombie poster.
And the Rob Zombie poster.
But yeah, he freaks a lot of people out with shit that he knows about them.
Yep.
So,
And then
Michael,
a lot of times he'll give them a gift of something they might be into, like a certain band that, you know, they never made it big. There's not a lot out there about them. And he'll find one of their albums. It could be an EP that's on cassette only, and he'll have it unwrapped, brand new, signed by the band, and give it to them.
That's awesome.
It's like, how the hell does he find all this shit out? But yeah.
Anthony, you were going to ask him something?
oh yeah, Michael. I thought about it when I was when you started talking about the ceiling fan.
I thought about it when I was thinking.
Yep. Listen, this is why I don't drink, dude. Who do you think is the tallest?
Out of the three of us?
Yeah, out of the three of us.
Probably you, from what I've seen, from like the stature, like when you was sitting down and playing the bass, I was looking like where the bass was placed at, and like you seem like you'd probably be the tallest.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I don't think it's by much, maybe like a couple inches, but yeah, I'm not like some giant, but it's funny because like I feel like people probably think we're way taller than we actually are. So when we go to a show, people are gonna be like, "Who are these midgets?"
Like they're these guys are like they're just regular humans. What the hell's going on?
yeah.
Well, the thing about it is, they're there to see a good show put on. They're not there to watch NBA players.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
All the band members come out. They're 6'7".
I mean,
Yeah, Adam Jakewish on bass.
it was like first time I seen Danzig, it was like those dudes come out looking like freaking bodybuilders and shit.
Yeah.
Or even
Dude,
just
the
Misfits in
the
general.
Harm's Way vocalist, that dude,
If
Or
the
even, like-
vocals comes out built like that, you know it's gonna be a good show. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Like 4 Years Strong, their band's massive. They get some big boys.
Yeah, we are just the total entire opposite of that.
Well, you guys are just starting, and everybody got to start somewhere. Everybody's
Yeah.
got to start somewhere,
Exactly.
and
I'm starting out of breath.
you guys keep pumping out the music, and you guys got a future if you want to pursue it. I understand, like, Jordan's he's gonna have a family and all that. He's gonna have major responsibilities. So for him, it's
a big thing we've talked about a lot, but
Yep.
I think we can work around it.
Yeah, I said that this is a big dream of mine. My fiance is fully supportive, so that's the luck I have. I mean, a lot of relationships I think get broken up that way. If
Yeah.
it's on like responsibilities and stuff, but it's a big role, but I try to do as much as I can, 50-50 situation.
I can definitely contend to the fact that it breaks relationships up because I was dating a girl for like 4 or 5 months, and like I think she broke up with me before the EP even dropped.
Yeah, she did.
And she was like, I don't think this is gonna work because, like, what happens if you go touring and whatnot? I was like, that's not even in the conversation yet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a stressor. It's kind of like going off to the military almost. Like you're gone for months. And
Absolutely, but
like if you go on deployment in the military, you'd be gone for like 9 months at a time. It's kind of the same thing.
and you
Well, my
guys
fiance
could
said-
end up doing that. I mean, if you sign with somebody, the odds are you're going to be playing 8 to 10 months out of the year, and you're going to be playing small gigs all across the country.
Yep.
Yeah, which is, I mean, logistically, I don't know how the hell we're going to make that work, but because I know I don't want Jordan to be away from his family that long is another thing.
Like I said, my fiance told me, she said, we're buying a house, so you better start touring and making money. Like, oh, that's right.
Yes, Brooke.
Hey, always remember this one rule: happy wife, happy life.
Yep. I live by it.
no wife,
That's no
happy
choice.
life.
I did, although my ex-wife, there wasn't no making her happy, so
Ugh,
You'll have that.
you will.
And here's the fucked up thing. Ever since we've gotten divorced, all she wants is to get back together. She wants another chance, and it's like, nah, I gave you 4 years and I married a stranger, as it turns out. It's a whole dark, seedy story with that one. And
Yep.
kind of blew
Dude,
me
I got a
away.
story that would probably blow your mind just in 6 months. Jordan was there through all of it. He knows.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's like my ex-girlfriend after my ex-wife. It was like, that was the worst relationship I ever been in, and it went south in like 3 months, and then it took me another 5 months to figure out how the fuck to get out of this, because it was like, she's crazy.
Isn't it
She's like-
amazing how someone can ruin your life so much?
She made it to where I will not do a relationship no more. Between my ex-wife and
feel
her
that.
is like, I'm done.
Dude.
I'm at that age.
Yeah, it's like it's just great how much like power somebody can have in a relationship with you. That it can just like entirely fuck your life up.
Love is very intoxicating and very fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
It can be rewarding and it can be dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
It can be very blinding too. Like,
Oh, ridiculous.
Oh, I've been there. Blinded by the love.
No, I had to be blinded with the ex-wife because all the shit that I found out was just like, holy fuck. I don't even know who the hell I'm married. And yeah.
Scary, man.
It was a nightmare.
It's like that with anything, though, any kind of relationship, friendships like that too. Like
Oh, yeah.
somebody can just turn on you so fast, you have no idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
goes good, and then all of a sudden you find out fake. Fake.
Yeah. What's sad is most people they expect something out of the relationship. And
Yeah,
like materialistic, or you have to cater to all their needs. And I don't know. It's a matter of finding somebody that they can tolerate the level of crazy and, you know, screwed up things about you as well as you accepting the same things about them.
Yeah.
And if you can find that and you click, then you found your best friend and your soulmate.
Yep.
And I probably let mine actually go when I was much younger, when I was like, shit, I ain't getting married to nobody. I'm having fun. And I went through quite a few good females, and you know, I never cheated on them, but it was like, you know, I'm attracted to somebody else, so I break up with them so that way, you know, I can go hook up with this girl. And because I've never been the jealous type, and I have never been the type to cheat. It's like, you know,
Yeah, me either.
I try to keep everything 100, and even when I've had females, it's like, I love you, and it's like, I can't say I love them because I'm not in love with them, and I don't throw that word around, because then it's like, then it has no more meaning than the word fuck or shit, damn. It's just another 4-letter word at that point.
Yep.
And yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump off here, and we will do this tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. And
yeah, me too.
And like I said, even after the interview, you know, if you guys ever want to jump in and, you know, send me a message. Facebook is probably the easiest way for me to get my messages, because with Discord, I'm in so many different servers that I turned off my notifications, because it would be going off like every 30 seconds all damn day long.
Yeah, I'm friends with you on Facebook, so I'm good there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can just hit me up and be like, hey, man, I'm going to be tuning in. And, you know,
Can you see Anthony right now? Or
No, that's here. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna disconnect and connect again and see what that does.
yeah, we can see it.
There he is.
Dude, my finger has been stuck in this bottle for like 10 minutes. Oh, there.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So we will talk to you tomorrow.
All right, man. You guys have a good evening. Thanks for hooking up with me tonight to get this all worked out. That way, it's like, see, like right now, I'm actually having issues with the stream with drop frames, which is...
Yeah, I can see that, actually.
It's kind of weird. And watch it not be fixed and be all messed up tomorrow. If it is, I'm going to be pissed, because I've been on them for 2 weeks about this.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, maybe we could probably do it another time.
I'm going to see what this test does. But I guarantee you.
Or, worst comes to worst, what you could do is you could do the interview with us and maybe record it and then just watch it through live. If you can't figure it out, like, that's kind of like a last resort, I guess.
Yeah. I was kind of wanting it to where, you know, anybody that was tuned in to the program,
could ask questions.
they could ask questions.
Which would be ideal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be I need an update. There might be an update available. Every time an update comes up, I have issues, and I do the update, and then it's fine.
Okay.
But I'm not seeing
actually,
a notification for an update yet.
I had to update my Twitch yesterday, but that was the mobile app, so I'm not sure if it was the actual app or not.
Oh, I can't feel my legs.
Yeah, like right now, it seems like it's leveled out. So
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. This internet, it gets weird. I'm about to change it over to business internet. That way, they have to respond like as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Because essentially it is a business, so that's smart.
Yeah, that's all the internet's used for, is me doing this, basically, other than gaming. But yeah.
Well,
but alrighty. Thanks again, you guys, and I look forward to tomorrow. And like I said, feel free to jump in anytime you want. But at 11:45, that's when I'll hit you guys up on Discord. If you guys can, just go ahead and join Discord, and you can be in this room here, and we'll we'll get it all set up. Make sure we're not having issues.
Okay.
And we'll get this going, I have a feeling we'll have a good turnout tomorrow. I'm getting ready to do some more plugging for it. I've been plugging on, like, you know, on different platforms to get people drawed in. And once they come in, then they find out who we're interviewing. And it's like, because somebody told me, they was like, you know, don't put out too much information. You want it to be kind of like, well, he's interviewing a metal band. All right, well, who is it? And then it makes them want to actually tune in to find out who the hell it is.
Yeah.
And
yeah, right. Because like, if you say our name being human, it's not like it's gonna generate anything different. Like most people probably don't know who we are, so saying metal band would probably work better, to be honest.
Yeah. But I mean, eventually the people that do tune in, they're going to hear you. And, you know, I think
Hopefully they like
personally,
music.
they're going to like the music. If they listen to
I
it,
just
it's like, if they listen to it, they're going to like it.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
sure.
Because I personally like it. And
I
I've
just
seen
checked your Twitch,
What's that?
and there's like 5 people that have been watching this whole time.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, some of them's already getting a little familiar with you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're going to bed.
What's up?
Much night.
Bedtime.
All right, guys. I will catch you tomorrow. You guys have a good evening.
Yeah, you too.
We'll make this happen tomorrow for sure.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah.
All right, man.
All right.
Later.
Peace.
Keep it metal. All right, there you go, everybody. That is Being Human, who we are going to be interviewing tomorrow. So make sure you tune in. Interview will start at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on HeadBanger HangOver. So yeah, tune in. But that's going to be it. We're jumping out of here. Y'all have a good one. And remember, keep it metal. Peace.